I'm at Kansai Airport and I've found a gacha section in the arrivals terminal. I counted around 150 machines in total, so let's have a look at some of the more interesting ones, starting with those given pride of place nearest to the foot traffic. It was cool to see some traditional / historical Gashapon. This one is called Sengoku Busho, Samurai Commanders from the Warring States era, which is around the time the recent Shogun TV series was set, by the way. It's funny how they've written Sofubi Korekushon in hiragana, something that would normally be in katakana. This makes it seem more traditional and old school. And then we have Butsuzou, statues of Buddha. They seem to come in white colours like plaster, metallic colours, and then one of them is painted too, and you definitely want that one, right? And then some figures from the Jomon and Kofun periods in Japanese history. I can just imagine a kid wanting a Disney Gashapon and their parents are like, no, but you can have the terracotta figure from the Kofun period. And then this is pretty funny. These are straps to your phone or your keys or whatever, but they're from Tamago Kurabu and Hiyoko Kurabu, which are magazines about pregnancy, so you can basically put your baby's photo inside these charms and it's like they're the cover star. These are really funny too. This series is called Usamusu. Usa is short for Usagi, which means rabbit, and Musu is short for Musubi, which means rice balls. So these are rabbits as different flavors of rice balls. Like you can get the ume, the plum one, you can get a tuna one. There's even an omurice rabbit at the end who looks like they've been on the tanning bed. And if you look in the bottom left, it's interesting. They always give an age that these toys are aimed at, and this one's 15 plus, so definitely for adults. And then we have popular book characters like Kobito Zukan or Pandorobo. I think these are headbands for girls when they're doing their makeup, so quite useful. And then we have Zeri. I think this is just purely for Gashapon, it's not a character in its own right. And then Baggudogu, which is fairly self-explanatory. Dogs as different types of bags. Pretty weird, pretty cool. This one is called Kyowa Nankiro, which means today, how many kilograms, and it's an array of animals weighing themselves on weighing scales. And then we've got the food and drink ones like Fanta. These are pretty cool. You can get bottles or cups or cans. And then Hunter's Gourmet, which is a line of crisps here in Japan with luxury flavors like foie gras or truffle. And then this is called Barusan. I think this is mosquito repellent, and that's meant to be like smoke that comes out of the can. And then this brand called Erieru, which is tissue and toilet roll, so you can get a big pack of toilet roll. Public telephones, these are part of the mundane items type Gashapon you often see. And then some Western films like Jurassic Park, Hide and Seek, Kakurembo. It's an interesting line. Lion King, of course, we know that. Disney villains imagined as chocolates. This Disney villains thing seems to be quite popular with Gashapon, I've found. And then another one in the Kakurembo, the Hide and Seek line. This is Tom and Jerry though, instead of Jurassic Park. And then again, Disney villains, this time in like desserts. And then Pirates of the Caribbean, pirate jewelry, if you're into that kind of thing. And finally, Street Fighter characters posing in the mirror, which I really like. And by the way, if you want to pronounce Ryu like a native Japanese speaker, it's not Ryu, it's Ryu, as it's written here. So, there you go. And then I headed to the change machine to change my 1,000 yen note into 10 100 yen coins. I was going to buy a couple of Gashapon, not too many because I'd already bought some earlier in the week. And this sign above the machine just says, please only use this machine for buying Gashapon, not for anything else. So yes, I did come back to the Street Fighter machine. As a guy who grew up in the UK, I've got so many good memories playing Street Fighter, even from being really young on my friend's Amiga. I always used to be Dalsim because of his long arms. You could stand back and punch people. No Dalsim in this machine, but you do need long arms to get your hand right in there. You have to reach in quite far, and there we go. We'll unbox this later. And then back to the Tom and Jerry machine. I think everyone's a fan of Tom and Jerry, aren't they? The camera work on this makes me laugh. You'll see it in a bit, but it almost looks like I've got a live one. But you did it on these machines, you really had to reach in quite far. But it is just the Gashapon. There we go. Okay, it's time to unbox these two Gashapon I bought at Kansai Airport. It was a nice surprise to find all the gacha machines there. These are the other ones that I bought earlier in the week, watching on. So, to be honest, some pods do a better job at hiding what's inside. You can kind of see which one we got there, can't you, a bit? But let's open this up. This is obviously the Tom and Jerry one. Part of the Kakurenbo figure line. Kakurenbo literally means hide and seek. So you can get 4 different types. It says Tomu, Jerry, Taffy. Oh, okay. Masuru. So I didn't actually look at the paper properly that was inside. So these are other characters other than Tom and Jerry, called Tuffy and Muscle. Yeah, I recognise this guy. Used to have a Tom and Jerry game on the N64, which was pretty cool actually. So there we go. It looks like I've got Tuffy, so he can sit up on this ledge up here. Oh, is he even gonna sit up? Yeah, he is. There we go. And then time for the Street Fighter one. Lots of tape on this one. Oh, I did actually want this one. I'm sure you can see who I've got. The favourite character of many players, Chun-Li. So there's the mirror. And then we've got Chun-Li. So you can get Ryu, you can get Chun-Li. It's got her 2 kanji here as well. You can get Guile, you can get Zangief, and you can get Blanca. So it says Kagami o Nozoite, look in the mirror, Street Fighter. Each type has a mirror part with it. I'm trying to figure out what this bit's for. Is that to help us stand up? Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? There we go. She's stood up now. So we can see Chun-Li admiring herself here. We can turn around. There we go. And then here's Tuffy from the Tom and Jerry Kakurenbo collection as well, sitting with the other guys who I got earlier in the week. And it wasn't one of my intentions when I came to Japan this time, but I'm starting to get quite the Gashapon collection now. Quite enjoying it, and I hope you guys are too. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.